Here it is. I'm going to your calls. Blowback. U.S. trained IS secret Jordan base. Members of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant of the ISIS were trained in 2012 by U.S. instructors working at a secret base in Jordan. Yeah, I've had military on about that base because they would joke to them in English, we're going to kill you after we're done in Syria and Iraq. And so there were fights and stuff breaking out, and there was kind of a rebellion that hadn't been reported on yet. You heard it here years ago, but it will come out someday, that there was even reportedly a little more happened, and that the military refused to train them after a while. Mainly because this show, and this is on record in the British news, this show pointed it out, Assad pointed it out, MI6 hacked Assad's emails, and it was talking about me and InfoWars and how they were going off my analysis in the Syrian government for their propaganda. Well, it isn't propaganda, it's the truth. By the way, if you just joined us, look at the London Independent, London Guardian, Google Infowars.com, Assad emails, click web, and you'll get the news articles in England where this was going on. So we exposed it with our military sources. Assad picked it up, put it out, that why are you aiding al-Qaeda? Then the rest of the media picked it up. Ted Cruz picked it up. Rand Paul picked it up. And then it was over. No more public backing of these people. So that's the power of Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. But here it is. Members of the Islamic State of Iraq, the ISIS, were trained by U.S. military. The officials said dozens of IS members were trained, about thousands, at the time as part of a covert aid to insurgents targeting the regime of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in Syria. The officials said the training was not meant to be used for any future campaign in Iraq. Yeah, right. That's why they did the base right on the border with Iraq. The Jordanian officials said the ISIS members who received U.S. training to fight in Syria were first vetted for any links to extremist groups like al-Qaeda. Oh, that's a good one. Here's another one. U.S. aid spawning new breed of jihadists, also out of WorldNet Daily, out of Beirut, Lebanon, with Michael Malouf. We got to get Malouf on. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, this is to cause a proxy war. Let's go to your calls. I'm going to shut up and go to your calls. Just the caller brought it up, so I thought I would just mention it. If you guys can't find that, which is no big deal, just call Watson. He wrote an article about it. He can pull it up for you. I'm not putting down your search skills. Watson's even better than me. He can find anything. Alan, that was the point you raised. I thought I would back up what you were saying. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, sir. I had one follow-up point. In my own research, I discovered that on October 31st, 2012, Hillary Clinton, then Secretary of State, arrived at Zagreb International Airport in Croatia. Now, coincidentally, several weeks later, and this was uncovered by the New York Times in a paper in England, 75 cargo plane loads started moving through that airport, the exact same airport Hillary visited. Those weapons were coming from Croatia, and they were going through Turkey and through Jordan and right to the border, and then they were trucked over the border into Syria, the same MO.
Oh, no, that's all on record. They actually had al-Qaeda bases in Iraq. And then Maliki would attack them, and our media would call him a devil for suppressing his loving citizens. I mean, if you turn on CNN right now, they're saying every hour, because I've watched it 2 hours off and on this morning and last night, they're saying, well, the president of Iraq asked for it. He's a bad guy. And then no wonder they're going, well, we don't want to do anything to al-Qaeda. I mean, why do you think they can get away with this? It's so obvious.
The question is, are the troops going to wake up? Remember when they started saying, I don't want to be part of the al-Qaeda Air Force? Where's this going to go now that he's sending spec ops into Iraq? What are the troops? They're in the middle.
It's incredible, brother. It's totally incredible. God bless you. I appreciate your call. By the way, the guys had put it on screen. I hadn't seen it. Type in Assad's emails, Infowars.com, and then click that, and it brings up mainstream news where Assad was going off Infowars.com. I never really bragged about it at the time because it's not something you brag about.
You are watching the best of The Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.